We will solve this today's LeetCode problem. The question is regions cut by slashes, and this is a LeetCode marked as LeetCode medium. Okay, so let's see what the question is asking. So it's an n cross n grid and is composed of 1 cross 1 square, where each 1 cross 1 square consists of a backslash and a forward slash or a blank space. These characters divide the square into contiguous regions. Given the grid represented as a string array, return the number of regions. Note that the backslash characters are escaped, so a backslash is represented as a double backslash. Okay, so it means that this, if you guys don't know that this is a backslash, backslash backslash, and this represent as a escape character. It means when you write something, when you want to escape any characters within a string, you write like this, and right. So basically it escape the current characters which is in the forward, in with these characters, they escape the characters, right? So if you want to use backslash as a in characters, you need to type it twice. That's what it is means, right? So it means if they have given double backslash, it means there is a single backslash character, right? That's why they have noted it, right? Okay, and the question is asking that we have given some backslash, forward slash, or a blank space, and we need to just cut it the square, right? We have given a 1 cross 1 square, and this grid is something that it is cutting this square in the parts, right? In the parts. So, and how much times get cuts, it depends on the grid size. So what is grid size? If grid size is given 2 into 2, 2 cross 2, it means the square is the square must be cutted, assumed as 2 cross 2 part, right? 2 cross 2 part, that's what is it means, right? That's what is meant. And how will this get cutted, depends on the backslash and the forward slash characters which is given in this grid, right? Till now I think you have understood the approach, right? Because why I'm saying that, because it's a very confusing written, right? It's confused to be, first time when you read it, it's very confusing that how will this works, right? How will this work? So basically it is a something like you have given one one 1 cross 1 square, and you need to split it, you need to split it in the grid size, in grid size. And you have given some characters, some characters means this backslash, forward slash, and the empty, right? Forward slash and the empty characters, and that is representing that how will you just cut it out this square, this square, and how many parts, how many number of regions it will be have when you apply this all the forward slash and the backslash, right? Does it make sense anything, right? It makes sense, right? See, if we see the basic example, the first is, if you see, here is a some space, right? It says space, and here is a forward slash, right? Here's a forward slash, and first is a space, and here is a first forward slash. So this is two columns, right? It is representing two columns, and this is two rows, right? And here it is given that we have same rows and the columns of grid, right? So here it is two rows and two columns. So first is empty space, it means, see, first is empty space, so, and second is a forward slash, it means we have just we have just put a forward slash, right? So here the size of n, the size of grid, the rows is 2, and m, which is columns, is 2. So square would be, square is splitted into, splitted into two rows and two columns, right? Two rows and two columns, right? So basically it just split it into two rows and two columns, right? So in this box it is showing whole forward slash, right? But when you see this, the first part is half, it means this square is representing, let's make it as square. How will I make, let's try to make this as a square. So this is something like this, this, and this, right? And this is again like this. I'm just trying to make a square, but let's see how this is going. Like this, like this. I'm just trying to make you understand it how it is get splitting, because understanding this question is some bit of difficulties, right? Because at the first time also not able to recognize that what is it is saying, right? So basically it is a square, right? We have a square, and after this square it is given that this grid has two rows and two columns. It means the half of it, what is half here, half of it is okay, this half of is it this, right? This is half. So basically this half is representing, this half is representing this the first part, the first row, and the second part is representing the second. And there is also a there is also a there's also there's also a here. Okay, it's very hard to make a square. Let's just make it, right? Yeah, there's also a column, there's also separation of column in between, right? So basically it is representing this 2 cross 2, right? It is representing 2 cross 2. So the first part is empty here, right? The first part is empty, the first part is empty, right? So it means we don't need to do in this part, we don't need to do this part. And for this part, this is telling us to split it like this, right? In forward slash, right? In forward slash. So what we will do, we will just make this as a forward slash here. Okay, we will correct it, just make it a forward slash. Okay, let's make it as a forward slash, right? So basically it is saying that it is telling us to make a forward slash at this part, right? At this part. Now when we go to second row here, the first is part is again a forward slash. It means it is saying us to just make a forward slash, right? Make a forward slash here, and also we can make it one here, right? So basically it is making a forward slash at here, and second is empty, right? Second is empty. So basically if you see, assume this whole square as a one, you will imagine this as a picture, right? So that's what it is asking us. And see how many, how many how many squares, how many regions are there when we make this forward slash. So okay, sorry, the first is this part, this whole part. Don't this dotted, this dotted is a column which I have just shown you to how it is representing. But when you remove this, when you remove this, you will just see that there are two regions, right? There are two regions. First is this part and this part, and the second is this part and this part, right? If you see this, the first part is above and the lower part is down. So there are total two splits, right? So we just need to know, we need to know that how many regions we will we get after applying these forward, these characters, which is forward slash and the backward slash, right? Backward slash or empty, right? Or empty, or empty, right? So that's what the question is simply, right? Now, but how we will just find it, right? It's something like how we will find it. So let's assume that it's at as a grid, a grid of cells, right? So what does that I mean? I mean just it just assume it as grid of cells. I mean that like this. I mean it like this. Just assume it like this. That here is something like 1111 in the whole rows. So basically, how will you imagine this, right? So can we just split this? Can we just magnify this? Can we uh, can we imagine this, these square by magnifying this in 3 cross 3 grid, 3 cross 3 matrix, right? Can you magnify this, right? So if we magnify this, it means that the first part, which is this first part, this is 2 cross 2, right? So this is 2 cross 2, and we are magnifying this for 3 cross 3 matrix for each cell. For each cell I am magnifying it to 3 cells, right? I'm magnifying to 3 cells so that you can, so that we can easily imagine it, we can easily imagine it, right? We can easily imagine it. And so if I do 3 if I magnify to 3 cells for each cell, so that is for 3 cross 3, which is total 6 cross 6 matrix, because here we have given 2 split, we have given 2 cross 2 here, right? So that will be 6 cross 6 total. So 6 cross 6 matrix will be formed. Matrix will be formed, right? Right. So if I imagine 6 cross 6 matrix, so this is something like 6 cross 6. So initially, I will mark it as all one, right? I will mark it as all one. And why I'm doing this, I'm just trying to imagine you that how will this generation is formed. So this is something like I will tell you that this question is uh, just a making you confused. It is just it is a part of very easy problem, a very standard easy problem, right? So now the first thing is that you need to you need forward slash. The first part is empty, the first part is empty. It means for the first three, for the first three, for first three it is empty, right? Right, because one cell is representing three, so first part is three empty. The second part is forward slash, right? Second part is forward slash. How does forward slash represent, right? This is just like this. That's how the forward slash looks like. That's how the forward slash looks like, right? uh, that's how forward so the forward slash started from starts from the top left to bottom right, right? That's how it started. So can we just mark that positions to zero, right? Can I mark for that position to zero to make it representable, to make it representable? So what I'll do, I will just mark this representer. So it starts from top left, so I will mark it as zero. Again to the bottom right, so I will mark it as zero. Again to the bottom right, so mark it as zero. But till where I need to mark the zero? So I tell you that one cell is magnifying to three cells only. So this is one cell, right? To the upper row, so I will magnify to three cells. So the one cell is representing three, so I will just take it as this three part, these three, right? So this is started from top left to bottom right, so I marked as zero, right? Okay, I will move to the next part, which is second. So second will start from after this third row, from this start, right? So this will start from the same forward slash. So it starts from top left. So top left would be started for these three columns only, because it is split into now six three cross three, 6 cross 6, and it is split into two parts, right? So it will go from this 3 to 3 part. Understood? One cell is representing three cells, right? So one cell, and so the upper part is first row. So this is till this three, and the second row would start from this 0 1 to 3, right? This is 0, this is 1. I hope you're understanding, right? I hope you're understanding. See, the question is very easy, just you need to understand the question how it is working, right? So although it's not to be marked as medium, it's marked to be hard, but yeah, that's how it's good, right? So basically, the till this three, the first row enough. The from when we start from second row, it will start from this part, right? Also, when we move to second row, first column on the grid, that will represent till this three columns only. So first we'll start from this zero, this zero, and this zero. Do you think this is the same representing, this zero is same representing the forward slash, right? And after this is empty, right? So we don't need to do anything now. Do you imagine that now, by looking this grid, if I tell you to find, if I tell you to find the number of reasons, then are you not then are you not able to find it? Yes, you can find it, right? You can simply see that there are two reasons. One is here, one is the above of this zero, second is above this zero. So do you think that how will you find this, right? How will you find this? So don't you see this problem as, don't you see this problem as number of islands, number of islands? Have you solved this problem? If you not, I'll just suggest you to solve this problem. I will put the link of this. I have also made a video on this. So I will just suggest you to solve this. Suggest you to solve this or watch the same video, right? Solve this problem first and then comes to this, right? Then comes to this, right? So this is the same problem, right? We just need to find the number of connected components, number of connected components in the grid after applying all the characters on the matrix, right? We just need to find the number of characters. So basically it is just to that how will I apply this character to a string. So I just tell you that the forward slash starts from top left to bottom right. So basically just imagine like, so let's take a second example, which is this grid, right? This will give you a better perspective. So basically it is also 2 cross 2. Don't see this as a 2, take it as a 1, right? Because I just started told you that this double backslash representing only this backslash, right? So it is not 2, it is, this is not 2 3 cross 3, it is 2 cross 2, right? This is 2 cross 2, this is 2 cross 2, right? Basically, so basically now we need to found if this 2 cross 2, basically we will found to 3 cross 3 6 cross 6 matrix, which is the same matrix. Let's make it as same as 1 1 1 1, right? Till now we haven't applied any characters. Now I will apply its character. So first character is forward slash, right? So it will be the same forward slash 3 cross 3, this 0 will mark, this 0 will mark, and this 0 will mark, the same as starts from top left to bottom right, right? Now this is double backslash, right? This is double backslash. It means this will starts from, if you see it start from top right, sorry, uh, I think I have told you. Okay, this starts from top right to bottom left, right? This I told you this wrong. You understand, right? This is top right to bottom left, and this is top right to top left to bottom right, right, right. So it will start from top right. So basically, after this, when I mark this after this three in this three part, it will start from top left to top right. So I will mark this as 0, right? Now first row enough, first row is gone. For second row it will start from this third column, right? So it is same as backslash, so it starts from top left. So for top left it will start from this 0, and it is just like a diagonal, the first diagonal and the second diagonal, right? And now it is forward slash, so it will start from here, here, and here. So it will look like this 0, this 0, and this 0, right? So basically if you see now, this 0, okay, let's just hover it on this. Yeah, now if you see this highlighted part, the first part, right? Let's make it as uncommented, right? Now if you this as a hover part, you see that there is a one region at above region. The second region is the right side. The one another region is in bottom left, and another region is bottom right, and the one is in center, right? So there are total 5 regions, right? And also you see in this image that this will has 5 image, right? So basically it is just, now you need to just find the number of regions in this grid, which can be easily find from the number of islands. It is the same as number of islands. You just need to find the number of connected components of what, of one, number of connected components of one. Why? Because this 0 is splitting up, and this one is one connected component, this one is another connected component, this one is another. So one is here. So I will take with analog with the number of islands problem. The number of islands problem. So basically 1 is representing land here, and 0 is representing water. So how many lands, so we need to find the number of islands surrounded by water. Surrounded by water, with, right, number of islands surrounded by water, right? So this is just a simple graph question, right? Main part of this question is to understand that what it is asking, right? So main part of the question is that, right? So now you just need to find the number of components. And how will we find? We will just find the number of components by using DFS, right? Or recursion, whatever is, right? Right. You can also use BFS, but I will use DFS here, right? So basically what we will do, we will check for we will iterate in whole grid, right? We will iterate in whole grid. We will check for first. So I will start from the first part, and here from first part I will check that whether we have got one or not. If I have one, I will start iterating, searching for its uh, it's another lands in all the four directions, upper part, lower part, down part, right part, right? I will start it searching for lands part, and if I got, I will mark as 0, and the component increase by 1, right? So I will just ask you to watch this, right? I have explained it further, more clearly in that, right? Watch this, right? Here I will just start implementing implement this code, right? Right, so we will start so first thing to first thing is to make a this adjacency grid, this matrix, right? So that I can apply a number of connected components in that. So first thing that I have is I have magnifying it to 3 times to each cell. So what I will do, I will just make an extra grid which is adjacency, let's take it as adjacency into 3, right? Right, so this will be representing the same part from the grid size to magnifying by 3 size. So I will make n into 3 to the matrix. Now what I will do, I will start iterating in grid. So the grids rows and columns are same, so I will just take in row size, right? And column size will be same as row size. So 0 will be here, and this is n. Now what we need to do, if it is a forward slash, right? If it is a forward slash, so if it is a forward slash, it will start from top right to bottom left, right? So what we will do, we will check if the grid size, grid ij, is a forward slash. So if it is a forward slash, it will start from the top right, right? But it is given n into 3, right? So I need to mark it as what? I need to mark it as 0. Okay, one thing to know that initially all the cells are marked as 1, so I will mark this at 1, right? Initially all the cells are marked as 1, and whenever I get a forward slash, I will mark that 0 to separate it up, right? Now we have magnified each cells to 3 cells, so I need to make, I need to multiply it with 3 to mark it as 3 cells, right? So this is a starting point, right? This is a starting point at from for each position from where we need to start. And if it is a forward slash, so it will start from top right, top, okay, top right to bottom left, right? Top right to bottom left. So now what we will do, we will mark this row. So the top right will be r plus 2, and this will be the same column which is marked as 0. Second, grid r plus 1 plus c plus 1, which is marked as 0. The third, grid r, okay, sorry, grid r, okay, the first will be the grid r and column will be changed, right? The third will be the grid r plus 2 plus c, right? This is 0, right? It is same like this, it is same like this, it is same like this, right? So first thing is, the first thing is 1, right? This same like the first thing is this. So this is marked as r plus c plus 2, then r plus 1 c plus 1, and the r plus 2 c, right? Same column but after the second row, and this is marked as forward slash, right? And if it is a backward slash, right? If it is a backward slash, so it will be double, right? So what we will do, we will, it starts from the top left to bottom right, top left to bottom right, right? And what we will do, we will start from r c, which will mark as 0, then grid r plus 1 c plus 1 0, and grid r plus 2 c plus 2 0, right? This will be the same, right? Now, and if it is a blank, we will not do anything, right? If it is a blank, right? Now this grid is ready. Now we can simply apply the number of connected components in this, right? So what we will do, this is the counter. I will start iterating in the grid. Now we don't need this grid, right? Okay, sorry, this should be adjacency, right? This should be adjacency. Oh, this should be adjacency, right? Now we don't need this grid now. We'll just need this adjacency. We just focus on adjacency. This question is ended here, right? Now this question is now the number of islands. Now this question becomes number of islands, right? Now what we'll do, we will iterate in each part. And what will the each part? N into 3 I plus plus for j0 j into n into 3 j plus plus. And this will be what we will check, that whether we have a one or not, because this one is the land, right? One is the land. So we will need to check whether we have one or not. And if we have one at a point, we will start iterating from this starting point and move in all the four directions till we are getting a land, right? We are getting a land, we will move in four directions, and we will mark it as visited, right? We will mark it as visited, and also we will increment our components, right? At last I will return as an answer. Now we will implement this DFS. This is same as normal DFS, right? So let's just make DFS and ij vector vector and adjacency list, right? Now what we will do, we will move in all the four directions from this starting point. So this is the starting point of the at. So we will make a direction array 4 2, and this is -1 comma 0 0 comma -1 0 comma 1, and this would be what left, 1 comma 0, right? This is left, right? This is a four direction array. What we will do, we will start iterating in whole directions. So I will start iterating in whole four directions. So this is representing four direction: top, left, right, bottom, right? So new x will be direction k0 plus I, new y will be direction k1 plus j. Now this need to be checked at whether it is inbound or outbound, right? So this would be n into 3. The size would be adjacency ka size. So this should be in inside of size, or y should not be less than 0 and y should be 0. If it is not, if it is out of boundary, we will just continue this. Otherwise we will just call from this xy to new adjacency list for checking, right? Also we need to check one thing, that this adjacency xy must not be 0, right? If it is 0, we will not continue this, right? We will not continue this. Also I need to mark it as visited. Okay, let's understand what I'm doing. So I am checking for each and every adjacency list, that whether we have a land or not. If I got a land at any position, I will start iterating from that from starting position to each and every four directions, right? Each and every four directions. And if I'm getting the land, I'm again start iterating from that way, right? Also I'm marking at visited. For marking visited, what I'm doing, I'm changing its value from 1 to 0, right? Because here I'm only inserting it for 1. If it is wasted, I am marking at 0, so that I will not repeat the same cell again, right? So that's what I am doing here, right? So I'm repeating, going again and again if I am getting a separate component. So doing this, it will cover the one components in whole part. And whenever I get a cell which is 1, it means I got a different component, right? So this is return answer form. So this is how we solve this question. Let's just run this. Hope I have not make any mistake. If I will, we will debug it. Oh, we have not make any mistake. Let's submit it now. We have passed all the test cases, right? So basically it's just a question of number of islands. You just need to figure out this question, what is the question is asking, right? So basically it's not a if we see if you got this question, this is just a medium problem. If you not, this is hard problem, right? For me, yes, I will mark it has difficult medium problem, we'll mark it as medium, more than medium hard, right? More a medium hard problem, right? Medium hard problem, right? So yeah, and what the time complexity and space complexity. So you know what is the time complexity for number of islands? That is O of because we need to iterate in whole array once, right? We need to move in whole array once, and that will be O of n square for sure, right? O of n square for sure, and we need to iterate in. So this n into 3 is something like 9 into n square, right? So basically 9 into n square is O of n square. That's why I have written O of n square, right? So that is O of n square, and for finding the for finding the number of components, it's also take O of n square, right? Because n into m, because we are treating a cell at a time only, not each and every time, right? So total is O of n square. The space complexity is, it is also again O of 9 into n square, 9 into n square, which is ultimately equals to O of n square, right? So yeah, this is how we will solve this problem. Both is O of n square, right? So this is how you just solve this question. So basically it's just a split, right? It's basically just a split. That how will this solve it? You just need to be know that how this question is asking. So hope you liked it. Thank you so much.